Please introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Somnath Pati. I am from Rourkela. I was born and brought up in Rourkela. I completed my undergraduation in History Honours from Hansraj College, University of Delhi. I completed my post-graduation in Modern History from Jawaharlal Nehru University. I worked as a political consultant with the Indian Political Action Committee, and my hobbies are quizzing, traveling across India, and reading classical literature.
Right now you are a JRF.
Yes, sir. I have pursued JRF. Yes, sir.
Where it is?
Sir, I secured my JRF last year in 2025 itself with an All India rank of 9. Yes, sir.
Hey, why you are pursuing your research?
Sir, currently I am not enrolled in any PhD program. Sir, I have only secured the JRF, and after that I applied for the PhD program in Delhi University. I was not selected.
After JRF you couldn't get a work there only?
No, sir. Unfortunately, I could not. I only applied for Delhi University PhD. I could not secure admission there.
Oh, means they again conduct any that entrance?
Yes, sir. They conducted an interview, so I
No
was
entrance exam.
No, sir. For JRF qualified candidates, they
Only interview.
only conduct interview.
But for others it is an entrance.
Yes, sir.
You are staying in Rourkela, Delhi or Bhubaneswar?
So currently, I am staying at Rourkela in my hometown.
In which area you are staying?
Sir, in Madhusudan Marg area of Rourkela.
You are mostly on history.
Yes, sir.
Somnath, how many times Mahatma Gandhi had come to India? Odisha.
Sir, 8 times Mahatma Gandhi had come to Odisha.
When he had come?
Sir, I do not remember the exact date. Sorry.
2021.
202. Sir, I could not understand.
Why 1921? 1921.
1921. Yes, sir.
At Cuttack.
Yes, sir.
Who are the freedom fighters of Odisha, both in men and women?
So among the major freedom fighters of Odisha in men, there are Madhusudan Das, Gopabandhu Chaudhary, Gopabandhu Das, and apart from that, Maharaja Krishna Chandra Gajapati, and there are other freedom fighters who led various uprisings like Bakshi Jagabandhu, who led the Paika rebellion, and Veer Surendra Sai as well. In women, there are Rama Devi Chaudhary, Malati Chaudhary, Sarla Devi, and many others as well.
Rama Devi, who is he? Who is
So Rama Devi is the daughter of Madhusudan Das, adopted daughter.
Why she is so much famous? What she has done, or what is her contribution?
So she was an active participant in the Gandhian movements which were held in Odisha, and apart from that, in her memory, the Rama Devi Women's University has also been established.
Who had invited Mahatma Gandhi to Odisha, for which he had come so many times? Initially, who gave the request to come to Odisha?
As far as I remember, Gopabandhu Das gave.
Yes, that is right. Mr. Somnath, you are a history student probably.
Yes, sir.
How can you be helpful to this civil services?
Sir, while pursuing my education in history, we were always taught that we need to critically think, analyze things, and then analytically study all those and apply this to our society. So as an administrator, I believe that I can apply those analytical aspects and observe the society and critically analyze and apply those aspects to our society.
How you are different? I mean, what is the difference between if I being a student of Utkal University or any other college and your Delhi University, which college at Hansraj and other? How it is different from BJP college vis-a-vis Hansraj college?
Sir, Hansraj College being a central government college, it has more funds and more facilities and everything we compared to the state universities.
I am asking about as regards to teaching and research.
So there is more exposure and research orientation in those universities compared to the state universities in Odisha.
Is it there?
Yes, sir.
And as regards to JNU?
The JNU has been consistently ranked as one of the best universities in India for liberal arts. So I believe that it sets its standards in academic performance and research oriented for activities in liberal
Why
arts.
you left Delhi University and joined JNU?
Sir, because JNU was the best university for pursuing modern history, so that's why I wanted to go for JNU.
Who are the good, stalwart academicians in JNU for this history?
The Romila Thapar, who established the history department at JNU. Apart from that, Harbans Mukhya is there. Then there are other professors as well. Professor Sarvapalli Gopal was also there. So all these professors were there at JNU. Now all of them, most of them have almost retired.
Honorable Prime Minister of India has requested, different states, the people of our country, to restrain some of his, restrain themselves from acquiring something. What are those?
Sir, he has asked, Honorable Prime Minister has asked people to travel less frequently, save petrol and diesel. He has asked people not to spend money on buying gold jewelry and other sort of jewelry, and he has also tried to urge the citizens to adopt a more frugalistic approach.
BB Ramji is your.
VB Ramji, yes sir.
What is that? And how it is different from Manrega?
Sir, it was a modification or more probably a replacement of the Manrega Act, and it is different from Manrega in the sense that it has replaced the number of days, which is now 125 days, and apart from that it has also other dimensions which I am not able to recall at the moment right now.
Okay, Mr. Somnath,
Yes.
while my co-panelist Mr. D.K. Patnaik sir was asking you question regarding the restraining measure that Honorable Prime Minister has suggested to Indians. In this context, I was reading some views of opposition parties. Opposition parties have criticized Honorable Prime Minister by saying that he himself and his political party, who belongs to BJP, just 1 month ago, they were engaged in election rally in which every day 1,000 and 1,000 liters of petrol was consumed. Okay, so right now Prime Minister is saying to adopt restraint, but he could not teach his party the same mechanism. So critics say he is a man of words, not a man of deeds. What is your view in this context? Do you agree with the opposition parties?
Sir, I believe at that point of time it was a needed moment. That's why he used those vehicles for during the election rallies, and other parties similarly used vehicles for the election rallies as well. But if someone decides to change and adopt something for the better at a specific moment of time, then we should all be ready and acceptable towards that fact. So I believe that it is all right if he has spoken about it right now.
Okay, very good. Somnath, I was just going through your CIF. I noticed that you are having an extraordinarily gifted academic track record, because in CBSE plus 2 stage 12th class you became topper in Odisha. In JRF also you scored the 9th rank all over the country. I think if you pursue to become a professor in university, obviously your academic brilliance should be more utilized just to enhance the standard of students across the country. Why don't you try to become a professor, and why you are interested to become a civil servant? I think it is simply wastage of talent.
Sir, would I would like to disagree with this part. I feel that it is not a wastage of talent, but rather utilizing my talent in a different way. After my educational qualifications, I also pursued a professional experience. During that period of time, all my professional colleagues and my superiors, they told me that I am also more suited to execute and implement all the research and all the analytical abilities that have developed over a period of time. That's why I wanted to explore and engage with the implementation side of things. That is why I decided to pursue this career in civil services, where I did not want to just be on the desk and research something academically, and rather execute and implement those policies on the ground.
Okay, Somnath, who is Mr. Arnold J. Toynbee and what is his contribution to history?
Sir Arnold Toynbee is one of the most famous historians in world history, and I'm at the moment I'm not unable to recall one of his seminal works, but he is a historian of international repute.
Okay. There is a saying in history
Yes, sir.
given by a statement is also given by historians. History is the graveyard of aristocracy. Repeating it again, history is the graveyard of aristocracy. What is the meaning of this sentence?
As per my understanding, I believe that all those who have tried to acquire aristocratic positions in the course of history have finally collapsed in one way or the other. All the great rulers, all the great kings, generals, and everyone who have tried to achieve any eminent places in history, they have all they have all withered away in the course of time.
Okay. So, Somnath, you might have read about Shahid Bhagat Singh, okay,
Yes.
in history book,
Yes,
under a chapter that is revolutionary terrorism in India.
yes, sir.
Was Bhagat Singh a terrorist like Osama bin Laden was a terrorist? How much it is justified to put his name under the title terrorism? Was he a terrorist like the way Osama bin Laden was doing? Was Bhagat Singh doing the same thing?
No, sir, Bhagat Singh was not doing the same things as Osama bin Laden, but the nomenclatures are quite specific in the way we define subjectively, maybe in history and in other disciplines as well. In common parlance, like for example, for instance, we define anarchism as a violent principle, but then anarchism is also a political ideology which is about the freedom of people in the state where there is no state power. So revolutionary terrorist in the sense that Bhagat Singh was his terror can be subjectively defined as terror against the oppression of the British state rather than the terror against the innocent individuals and civilians.
Then
Like
why, you see, India has already attained independence. Over the last 75 years, we have been celebrating Independence Day. Why our historians are not changing the title of the topic, that is revolutionary terrorism? Why it must not be replaced by revolutionary nationalism? Why not?
so there have been attempts to rewrite history by different individuals. This is also some of this is due to the different schools of thought. Like as far as I remember, Bipan Chandra used this term revolutionary terrorism. So he is a Marxist historian. So his view of history is a bit different than other historians belonging to the nationalist schools or subaltern schools.
So how much these historians like Bipan Chandra are having the right of converting history into mystery? How much their intellectual freedom allow them to do so?
Yes, they have their intellectual freedom to interpret history according to their own ideological senses or other political inclinations or whatever.
Whether ideology stands above nation or nation stands above ideology?
Sir, in my opinion, a nation should stand above ideology and everything else.
What is the end of ideology?
Sir, end of ideology, as far as I can remember this phrase, Francis Fukuyama had once told that this would be the end of history. So in that similar context, I believe that end of ideology would be the day when we rise above all ideological inclinations and work towards the betterment of the society across sections.
So I personally think not only the Britishers had colonialized Indian nation, even many historians, those who are having Indian identity, they have also colonialized the Indian thought process. Do you agree with my point of view?
Yes, sir, I agree with your point of view.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Somnath, I think you know that we have a Somnath temple in Gujarat.
Yes.
Okay. So this year we are celebrating Somnath Swabhiman Parv.
Yes.
Why we are celebrating this? Any specific reason?
Yes, sir. Because it marks the 1,000 year anniversary of the invasion of Muhammad Ghazni. He
Okay.
did that in 1026. So this is the 1,000 year anniversary.
Any other reason?
Sir, also it is the reclamation and it is the 75th year as per as I believe of the establishment of the modern Somnath temple,
Okay.
which is done by
Okay.
Rajendra Prasad.
Okay. So what I found in your CIF that you have already worked with the IPAC.
Yes.
Okay. Don't you think the system which has been developed in India in last few years, the election has been corporatized. That means particularly political parties are hiring such kind of companies, limited companies, and strategic. I think they are giving the strategies, and they are simply, we can say, they are simply manipulating the voters. So without going into the details or without going into the groundwork, political parties are getting the mileage over this. So do you think this corporatization has been simply diluted the Indian democratic system, and voter manipulation is successfully done by these political parties?
Sir, in my opinion, the corporatization of democratic politics in the recent times has both merits and demerits.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we consider the merits, it is that it gives the young professionals like me and many others to experiment and engage with in the political landscape of the country by involving themselves and studying the society and then suggesting policy measures which can be beneficial for the larger sections of society. Demerits, as you rightly pointed out, is that there has been an undue influence, and rather than being actually connected with the grassroots level, these political consultancies are highlighting things from a superficial level, which candidates are working out and then winning the elections.
Okay, okay. So I think you must have gone through the VDEM report. Recently, we have seen that in that VDEM report, India's rank has again consistently declining with respect to that. India is considered as the electoral autocracy. I think you must have heard this term, electoral autocracy.
Yes.
Do you agree with this? Because many political strategists or many Indians are rejecting this term, that India is not in that category of electoral autocracy. Do you think?
Sir, as far as the current situation is concerned, I do not think that India can be considered as an electoral autocracy. It would be too far-stretched to label it as an electoral autocracy. Although there are limitations of every institution within our nation, but there is scope for improvement in every institution.
Okay. Since you belong to the western part of Odisha, I think you have heard that there is a demand for a separate state, and particularly to develop the western part of Odisha, we have a Western Odisha Development Council. Vis-a-vis looking into the like work culture, the execution of different policies in the Western Odisha is concerned, don't you think this Western Odisha Development Council must be discontinued? And if possible, we can go for this a separation of a state, that is Kosala.
Sir, in my opinion, separation of state into a separate province would not be that much feasible as an idea, because it would lead to unnecessary fragmentation, which has already occurred in the past in lots of states. But
Because
I believe
if you see that in Telangana, if you see the Telangana example, if you see the Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Uttarakhand, they are doing well. So if you divide the state and if you form a separate state, they will have separate budget, they will have separate secretariat, they will have separate administration, so they can access easily. Why they would come to another 500-600 kilometer to the capital city?
Sir, in other states which have been separated, like Telangana from Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh from Madhya Pradesh, or Bihar from Jharkhand from Bihar, there were distinct and heterogeneous communities present over there, due to which the separation was a sort of necessity. But as far as Odisha's case is concerned, and particularly as far as coastal Odisha's case is concerned, I do not think that fragmentation is required at this stage, because there is a lot of homogeneity which is shared between the rest of Odisha and the western Odisha part.
Okay, fine. So thank you. The interview part is over.
Thank you, Srikant. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
We have given you the best of the best marks.
Thank you.
Hope you will come out successful without fail.
କେବେ ଅଛି ପରୀକ୍ଷା?
Sir, 20th.
We'll be
ଭଲ
waiting
ହବ
your name
ନିଶ୍ଚିତ।
to come out in the list.
Yes, sir.
All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Are
you.
you
We are
preparing
hopeful.
for UPSC?
Yes, sir. Sir, this would be my first attempt in prelims.
Okay, pursue that.
UPSC.
Yes, sir. UPSC prelims. On 24th May, first attempt.
First
prelims.
attempt you will be taking.
For prelims?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
24.
okay.
I have not appeared so far.
Also far.
Study essential. You would
You are
crack
you are
this.
you are staying in Rourkela or Bhubaneswar?
Sir, I'm staying in Rourkela.
Oh, that's a good place. It's a,
Oh, you
Now
have
it
left
is a
Delhi,
home.
huh? You have left Delhi.
Yes, sir. I've left.
after
Delhi.
education he has come out.
Acha. Why did not you pursue PhD in JNU
Sir, there are very few seats actually.
in history?
Yes, sir. There are
Social
very few
science.
seats, and if I say honestly, there is a lot of nepotism. And all those
Choices
things
of the
which are-
teachers.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sir, going on. So,
Choices of the teachers.
yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Forget that. You'll certainly successful in the
Yeah,
civil service.
civil service.
All the
Civil
best.
service.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir.
Thank you.